climb. And for a long time, probably since my early 20s, I've experienced a lot of fatigue, more than I think most people around me, and that's been challenging for me in my life and raising my family. And then things have gotten a little bit more intense as I've gotten older, the fatigue has gotten worse. I just noticed there's certain things that if I eat something or drink something that most people can have, like coffee, I can't handle it. A lot of insomnia, extreme insomnia for probably, I don't know, like 15 years or something like that. Just feeling really, really bad, really low, like low energy, low life force, really. And so then I started trying to figure out what that was with some alternative practitioners, doing some alternative testing, and it would be like November of 17, I found out a few interesting things on some tests, but nothing that would have really explained everything that I was experiencing. And but then the thing that really got me here was that I started feeling worse and worse and worse, and in March of 2017, I experienced a health crisis, and it was really intense. I woke up. I'd been doing some methylation stuff with my MTHFR gene, and I don't know if I accidentally overmethylated or released a bunch of toxins into my system. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I did release a bunch of toxins and mercury, and I could feel a kind of a lead up to it. But on March 5th, it was full blown, and I was pretty much debilitated. It was similar to Josh Mason's story, what happened to me, and so extreme. Like I woke up feeling like I was on drugs. I was derealized. I started over the next week just having real intense panic attacks, which that term doesn't really even do it justice. Just full body adrenaline dumps like every 30 seconds. Shaking, cognitively, everything went. I just couldn't read. I couldn't understand conversation for the most part. People had to speak really slowly or repeat themselves. I couldn't do math. I could barely drive. And I thought I'd had a stroke. I didn't know what was going on. And then I went to a bunch of different doctors. Nobody really could tell what was happening to me. I couldn't eat. I completely lost my ability, like my appetite. I couldn't eat. It was like horrible. Putting anything in my mouth and swallowing was just, so I was losing a lot of weight. That was really scary. I lost probably 20 pounds or something like that in a couple months. And then so this went on for about 4 months, and I went to several different psychiatrists and tried a couple different kind of medication, but I kept coming back to the thing. I think that there's some toxins floating around in my system. This was just too much of a coincidence. I could have legitimately had a nervous breakdown because of the previous 5 years of my life, a lot of stress. But this felt like it was just, the timing was too weird for it to all happen like that. So I'm constantly online and looking for things and looking for other people who've gone through something similar. After about 4 or 5 months, I think possibly, I slowly started climbing out of it. Oh, I forgot to say, with the anxiety, the extreme anxiety, and it was absolutely terrible. I mean, horrible. Like Josh's stuff, came this depression that was also totally debilitating. I don't know why depression and anxiety have to go together like that, but it was like nothing I've ever felt. I could understand, if this went on, luckily my deep, darkest places only lasted about 4 or 5 months, which seemed like a year because time slows down when you're in that state. But I can't believe, I feel so bad for people who go through this for years, like Josh or other people I've met here. Anyways, I slowly started coming out of it, so I wasn't quite so debilitated, but I still wasn't feeling right. So while I was researching one day on YouTube, I came upon one of Josh's videos about detoxification, and then I listened to his other story, and I just practically screamed. I said to my husband, come in here, watch this video, because everything Josh was saying was what I had experienced, what it felt like. And so I was like, here's another person who's gone through this. So we just watched several of his videos together. I watched his hour and a half long talk that he gave in London at the Infinite Man Summit. Totally resonated with it. Looked up Detox Dudes. Immediately that evening wrote him an email, and he emailed me back, and when I saw there was a retreat, I didn't even look to see like dates or anything. I was just like, I'm going. I'm putting in my application right now, and there was nothing that was going to stop me from being here. So.
Wow. So you came to this before. You're not a member of the Detox community?
I am now, but I didn't. I am now, but I mean, I just found Josh like a month ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fantastic. So, I mean, it's funny. My next question is, what's your biggest obstacle that was potentially preventing you from coming?
Do you want me to say it again?
Sure.
Okay.
It doesn't sound like you have one, but yeah.
No, there was no obstacle that was preventing me from coming here. Wild horses could not keep me away. I was here when I saw Josh's story and how deeply it resonated with my story and who he is. After watching his videos, there's just nobody like Josh out there. So I'm getting there. Didn't know the dates, didn't even look at the dates, just saw retreat. I'm going. I thought it was going to be this summer. And then I went, oh, it's January. Oh, great. It was just in a few weeks, so yeah, it was awesome.
Great. So how did the retreat go?
The retreat was unbelievable. It far exceeded my expectations. And I had high expectations. I thought this was going to be great, but it was absolutely beyond anything that I could have imagined. The connection with everybody I just am in love with everybody here. Everybody brought their vulnerabilities to the table, let it all out. We bonded, I think, really quickly. Josh is an amazing facilitator. He's an amazing human being, and he brings it. It was awesome. Well, I definitely have had several breakthroughs, and I don't know to talk too much about it, but I definitely have had several breakthroughs, and huge ones for me, and ones that I wasn't expecting to have so deeply. I was hoping for, but I wasn't expecting to have impact me quite as deeply as it has. And I think that some of those definitely spiritual breakthroughs, the healing breakthroughs on an emotional level will really, I'm sure, speed up whatever is happening and is blocked in me. This energy that I feel is starting to flow easier, more freely. I know that a lot of those blockages were slowing down whatever's physically in my body. I think I've been blocked for a long time, and I feel that movement now. So yeah, absolutely.
It sounds like you were able to release some, not to put words in your mouth, but
I was able to release some very significant blockages in my energy, and then there was some other stuff that happened in the sweat lodge that was also very interesting. So yeah.
Cool. You'll have to tell me about it after. I'd love to hear about it.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Let's see. And how was you kind of touched on this already, but if there's anything else you want to say, like how was the community feel, the other people, did you feel like this was your tribe?
Oh yeah. I absolutely feel like this is my tribe. Everybody here, it was so awesome walking in, and everybody's talking about the things that I know about, where I'm usually in my life. If I mention MTHFR or a book or some healing thing, everybody looks at me like I'm crazy. And here it was like all over the place, these conversations, everywhere you're going, everybody talking about stuff and then also way past what I know. So it's fun learning from everybody else too. But that's been awesome. And then these people are just, their hearts are so big, so loving, and so ready to participate and just be here and be present. And yes, I absolutely, this is my tribe. This is my family. This is my spiritual family. I'm so sad to leave right now. I'm excited to leave, to get back to my life and bring what I've been through into my life and continue to grow. But I'm really, really going to miss everybody a lot. And I hope we can all stay in touch and have another retreat together sometime.
I totally agree. I feel exactly the same way. Would you recommend this retreat to others?
110%. Yeah. This has been awesome. Has been absolutely mind-blowing, and I really can't imagine a better person to run this than Josh. He's I think 28 years old. He's wise beyond his years. He's one of the most compassionate, loving, present human beings I've ever met. And I'm just really honored to be here and to be in one of his first, I think, second retreat that he's done. I would absolutely recommend this to anybody who's having any health issues, who resonates with what he says. So, yeah.
Fantastic. 2 more questions, pretty short. How do you feel right now?
I am,
Health level.
okay, how do I feel right now?
Yeah.
I feel great right now. I'm tired, I'm exhausted, but I feel wonderful. I feel full.
Awesome. Anything else you want to add?
Oh, the location, blew that out of the water. Yeah.
Couldn't keep us from